हेलो एस्पिरेंट्स, आप सभी का हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर स्वागत है। आज हम लोग कॉटन कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड का मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी अकाउंट्स का क्वेश्चन और उसका आंसर देखेंगे। इस वीडियो पे हम लोग सिर्फ क्वेश्चन को पढ़ेंगे और उसका जो राइट आंसर है वही उसी को देखेंगे, क्योंकि पूरा डिटेलिंग वीडियो बनाने पे ये वीडियो बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा। तो आगे बढ़ते हैं। What is the disclosure requirement of prior period items as per Accounting Standard 5? It should be separately shown in the profit and loss statement in a manner that its impact on the current profit or loss can be perceived. Dash of a leased asset is the amount by which the residual value of the asset exceeds its guaranteed residual value as per Accounting Standard 19. Unguaranteed residual value. As per Section 45 of the Companies Act 2013, every share in a company having a share capital shall be distinguished by its distinctive number. As per Section 156 of the Companies Act 2013, every existing directors shall, within dash of the receipt of the director identification number from the central government, intimate his director identification number to the company or all companies wherein he is a director. 1 month. Section 6A of Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952 deals with employees pension scheme. As per Section 15 of Indian Contract Act 1872, state that dash is committing of threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code or the unlawful detaining or threatening to detain any property to the prejudice of any person whatever with the intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement, coercion. What is the disadvantage of the payback period technique of capital budgeting? It ignores salvage value. The following information is given: raw material storage period 60 days, work in progress storage period 20 days, finished goods storage period 30 days, debt collection period 30 days, creditors payment period 20 days, annual operating cost rupees 12 lakh, days in a year 360. What is the operating cycle period? 120 days. When is revenue from sales to intermediate parties, that is, when goods are sold to distributors, dealers or others for resale, recognized as revenue as per Accounting Standard 9, revenue recognition when significant risk of ownership have passed. What is the meaning of equivalent production units in process costing? Converting the incomplete production units into their equivalent completed units. Loss suffered from the date of acquisition of a business to the date of incorporation should be debited into goodwill account. As per Section 121 of the Companies Act 2013, every dash shall prepare in the prescribed manner a report on each annual general meeting, including the confirmation to the effect that the meeting was convened, held and conducted as per the provisions of the Companies Act and the rules made there, whether listed public company. What is the rate of TDS under Section 194D of the Income Tax Act 1961 with respect to payment of insurance commission to individual agents by an insurance company for the assessment year 2020-21. 5%. How will you classify the activity of cash received from sale of patents as per accounting standard 3? Cash flow statement. Investing activities. Income which occurs or arises outside India and is received outside India in the previous year from any other sources is taxable in the hands of dash under the Income Tax Act 1961, resident and ordinary resident. Auditing and Assurance Standard 3 deals with documentation. Which of the following is not an auditing technique? Reporting. As per Accounting Standard 26, dash is the amount by which the carrying amount and asset exceed its recoverable value, impairment loss. As per Section 11 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, a promissory note, bill of exchange or check drawn or made in India and made payable in or drawn upon any person resident in India shall be deemed to be an inland instrument. Which section of the Companies Act 2013 deals with corporate social responsibility? Section 135. As per Section 288A of the Income Tax Act 1961, rounding off of the total income will be the to the next higher lower multiple of 10. No prospectus shall be valid if it is issued more than dash after the date on which a copy thereof is delivered to the registrar under subsection 4 of section 26 of the Companies Act 2013, 90 days. As per section 140 of Companies Act 2013, the auditor's appointment under section 139 may be removed from his office before the expiry of his term only by dash of the companies after obtaining the previous approval of the central government in that behalf. A special resolution. The following information is available: margin of safety rupees 1,50,000, total cost rupees 1,70,000, margin of safety 2,250, break even sales 750 units. Calculate the amount of profit in rupees 30,000. What is the present value of rupees 100 to be received after 2 years compounded annually at 10% of in rupees 82.64? Which section of the CGST Act 2017 governs the time of supply of goods? Section 12. Under operation costing, conversion costs are applied to products using a predetermined application rate. This predetermined rate is based on budgeted conversion cost. Find the operating leverage from the following information: sales rupees 1 lakh, variable cost 60%, fixed cost rupees 24,000, rupees 2.50 financial operating leverage. As per Accounting Standard 11, dash is the difference resulting from reporting the same number of units of a foreign currency in the reporting currency at unit of exchange rate, exchange difference. Which of the following formula is correct with respect to fixed overhead volume variance? Fixed overhead volume variance equal to fixed overhead efficiency variance plus fixed overhead capacity variance plus fixed overhead calendar variance. When the subject matter of reservation in an audit report is material but not pervasive, or may be material but not pervasive, in this kind of situation, which audit report should be given by auditor? Qualified opinion report. What is the meaning of time value of money? Money that is available at the present time is worth more than the same amount in the future. What is the correct formula of calculating operating leverage? What is the correct formula for calculating financial leverage? EBIT divided by PBIT. A dash is a financial instrument or other contract that entities or may entitle its holder to equity share as per accounting standard 20. Potential equity shares. Which section of Payment of Gratuity Act 1972 deals with nomination? Section 6. As per Section 20 of Indian Contract Act 1872, where both the parties to an agreement are under a mistake as to a matter of fact essential to the agreement is void. As per Section 19 of Payments of Bonus Act 1965, all amounts payable to an employee by way of bonus shall be paid in cash by his employer where there is a dispute regarding payment of bonus pending before the authority under Section 22 within dash from the date on which the award becomes enforceable or the settlement comes into operation in respect of such dispute. 1 month. As per para 35 of Accounting Standard 7, construction contracts, when it is probable that total contract cost will exceed total contract revenue, the expected loss should be recognized as an expenses immediately. As per Section 7 of Payments of Gratuity Act 1972, the employer shall arrange to pay the amount of gratuity within dash from the date it becomes payable to the person to whom the gratuity is payable, 30 days. Which of the following statement is incorrect with respect to job costing? Suitable in inflationary condition. Suitable in inflationary conditions. Dash is defined as a method of budgeting which requires each cost element to be specially justified, although the activities to which the budget relates are being undertaken for the first time without approval. The budget allowance is zero-based budgeting. Rajesh, who is 81 years of age, has earned a total income of rupees 10,50,000 during the financial year 2018-19. Calculate his tax liability including cess, rupees 1,90,600. As per the Companies Act 2013, no listed company or a company belonging to such class or classes or companies as may be prescribed shall appoint or reappoint an individual as auditor for more than one term of 5 consecutive years. Which of the following is not an accounting software for book writing? Notebook. Which of the following is an irrelevant document while watching rent receipt registration certificate of vehicle? As per Section 2, subsection 44 of the Companies Act 2013, A and dash means any instrument in the form of depository received by whatever name called created by a foreign depository outside India and authorized by a company making an issue of such depository receipt called global deposit receipt. As per the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, available surplus means the available surplus computed under Section 5 of the Act. As per the Companies Act 2030, every company having a net worth of rupees 500 crore or more, or a turnover of rupees dash or more, or a net profit of rupees 5 crore or more during any financial year shall constitute a corporate social responsibility committee. 1000 crore. As per Accounting Standard 14, accounting of amalgamation, which of the following is the method of accounting for amalgamations, the object of which is to account for the amalgamation as if the separate business of the amalgamating companies were intended to be continued by the transferee company. Pooling of interest method. In the installment system, total interest receivable by the seller is credited to interest suspense account. As per Section 7E of the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952, the presiding officer of a tribunal shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office or until he attains the age of 62 years. The auditors has given the following remarks: we have not been able to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence to provide a basis for an audit opinion. Accordingly, we do not express an opinion on the financial statement. What kind of an audit report is this? Disclaimer of opinion report. There are 1000 members in a club, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 100. An amount of rupees 1000 was in arrears as on 31st December 2018. Subscription received during the year 2019 was rupees 23,500, including rupees 550 for the year 2018 and rupees 900 for the year 2020. Calculate the amount of subscription in arrears as on 31st December 2019 for the year 2019 only. Rupees 77,950. Which of the following is not a major consideration while governing the selection and application of accounting policies as per Accounting Standard 1? Consistency. As per Section 91 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, a bill of exchange is said to be dishonored by dash when the drawee or one of several drawees not being partners makes default in acceptance upon being duly required to accept the bill, or where presentment is excused and the bill is not accepted. Non-acceptance. As per accounting standard, as per accounting standard, as per accounting standard 29, an enterprise should dash recognize a contingent liability and should dash recognize to and contingent assets, not. Two companies, X Limited and Y Limited, go into liquidation to form a new company, Z Limited. This is a case of amalgamation. Which of the following should not be followed by a finance manager to measure and maximize shareholder wealth? Accounting profit. Which audit is optional in nature and is done as per the preference of the owners? Such type of audit is conducted by proprietorship concern where the requirement of audit is not mandatory. Private audit. Capitalization of borrowing costs should cease when dash all the activities necessary to prepare the qualifying asset or its intended use or sale are complete as per accounting standards 16 substantially. तो ये था हमारा कॉटन कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड का क्वेश्चन. वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें. थैंक यू.